Hello YouTube, so I'm back from Thanksgiving. I just got back to the apartment and unfortunately something tragic happened when I was visiting with my family. Nothing to do with the family, but I did bring my drones with me and we made a special little trip to a park. We were going to get a Christmas tree for my cousins and we took a trip to a park. We stopped there. There was a nice river, had my drones with me. I was like, cool, this would be a sick spot to fly. Water always looks cool to fly an FPV drone on. Got my drone out, took my time, got the kit together. There was no obvious issues. I took off. And what do? I go straight into diving along the trees that are along the side into the river. Oh, not into the river, not yet. Then I just keep going down. I was trying to get close to the water because I think it looks cooler the closer you get to the water. Mind you, I also had my GoPro 10 strapped onto it. I get a little too close to the water and I clip it, it eats my drone up, it goes underwater. And here in Wisconsin, it is pretty cold, so that water is not really something that you can go into right now. And nobody had access to anything to go out and get it. And it looked pretty deep towards the middle, so you'd have to get like a wetsuit or something so you don't get frostbite going out in the water. So I kind of just wrote it off. I was like, well, I guess that is what it is, right? So, but I want to make this video not just to talk about my tragic accident, but also to talk about how to face something like this where my rig in total was probably worth like $700 if you include the GoPro, and then I run analog, so if you run digital, it'd probably be closer to almost $1,000 at that point. So it's not cheap to fly these things around in full send over some water like people want to do. I kind of respect all you guys that freestyle and smash them off walls all the time because that is not cheap. So, but just for a perspective, I'm kind of somebody who, if it's something little that happens, you know, like, oh, my Premiere Pro is lagging while I'm trying to edit a video or something like that, it annoys the shit out of me and I just get super irritated. But then when something like this happens, it's kind of like a reminder that, you know, stuff happens and there's nothing you can do about it, right? Like $700 into the water, it's gone. Like maybe I could recover it if I really went out of my way to try and do it, but I don't want to risk anybody's health or risk anything else bad happening in the process of trying to get it. And odds are probably most of the stuff's going to be broken and damaged at least. So I don't know what we would be recovering, like other than maybe the GoPro if it's still working. So to me, it just didn't seem worth it to go in there and try to figure that out. And I just said, you know what, $700, I'll just go make some more money. I'll buy some new parts. And that led me to the new thought process too. So anybody who may have watched some other videos would know that I actually run an analog video setup. And nowadays, digital is pretty popular. We have a few different options nowadays. DJI being the big one, which is the one that I've been looking at for a while. And of course now Walk Snail and HD0, there's a few options. So I kind of got to thinking like, yeah, I lost my drone, but the daunting task for me recently has been, I have 4 drones. 4? Yeah, you can see my hand. Okay, so I got 4 drones and 2 of which right now don't work. I have the parts to fix them, but I haven't done it because I have 2 other drones. So it's like they just kind of got shelved, you know what I mean? So really what this like tragedy has done for me is alleviated a little bit of that pressure to like keep flying the one I have and you know, not prioritize the other stuff I have, because I have all this other gear, but I just haven't touched any of it to fix the other drones and try flying those and tune those and, you know, just try something new. So now really what this has done for me is, I mean, obviously it sucks, but now that I have one less drone, it's like, maybe now's the time to make that switch to digital, because I can sell, I have a ProTech 35 in analog. I'll probably just sell that. And then I have 2 other drones that I can use in the meantime until I get the parts I need. And then once I get all the parts I need, I can sell those and I can do a fresh build. And who doesn't like a fresh build anyway, right? So sometimes bad things happen like that and you just go, well, I guess, you know, just move on, right? Like it is what it is. So I don't know. FPV's pretty expensive to do sometimes, but I think in a lot of situations, maybe somebody would have quit after having this happen to them, but I would like to keep doing this, and it's like, you know, I still have 3 other drones, so like what's one of them? You know what I mean? Like it's just a drone at the end of the day. Just got to keep stuff like that in perspective, and it's hard sometimes, but even right now, like I'm making the video because I'm also kind of trying to justify myself that it's not that bad. even though it sucks. So yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to do a short talk about it and you know, just see if anybody else can relate to it. I'm sure you can, because most of you guys freaking fly bandos and smack them off concrete all day long. So, but yeah, so this was a little bit of a reality check in the FPV world for me. Hopefully this kind of gives you guys an idea too of like, if you're new to FPV and if you think that this is something you want to do, is definitely something to consider. Is if you got, you know, a little bit of money maybe to throw back into the hobby when you inevitably break or lose a drone. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to talk about it, and hopefully maybe I'll record some video of me going through my other drones and fixing them up, and you know, show you what the process is like or whatever. Let me know if you think that'd be interesting. Otherwise, go ahead and check out some of my other videos that show you how to edit for Instagram. That's a pretty important one for me, to learn how to make high quality reels on Instagram. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.